Me,
Uh, I wasn't.
Mister, I'm going to dob you out and play a different game.
Yeah, I already was playing with somebody else when you asked me to come play with you. That'd be rude.
No, you just dump them and you say no. This man takes priority.
All right. So you want me to be rude and lie? I got you.
Yep. I want you to do everything to get out of it and play with me. How often do we get to play? Hardly ever.
Well,
I send up the bat signal, you shoot it down.
this time only.
You know, you've dented my hopes for future games, so
Well, no, it was just a roguelike, and we did what we had to do.
I was hoping, I had like 2 hours, I could have done a raid. I thought, you never know, Respawn's on, he could take me through a deep stone crypt.
I'm
Shoots
never
me down.
taking raid again.
Shoots me down.
Welcome to Two Titans and a Hunter, a Destiny 2 podcast.
A show where we discuss tips, tricks, and tools to help all Guardians succeed and enjoy playing more.
What makes us different? Well, for starters, we're not streamers or YouTubers. We just have a passion for Destiny and are dedicated to keeping Guardians informed and up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 info, news, and opinions.
We encourage your questions and feedback. You can contact us either by email at twotitansandahunter@hotmail.com or on Twitter at twotitans_hunter.
Now, on with the show.
How's it going, Nitedemon? How was your Thursday? Are you enjoying your Thursday? Or I guess Friday now? God, what day is it? Friday?
We're on Saturday now, because we're past midnight.
Did you enjoy your Thursday and Friday? How have they been? Have they been good?
Yeah. I was just a bit upset earlier because I did ask somebody to come and play with me and they turned me down.
How rude.
I know.
I tried to find a party to get my catalyst and couldn't get it. So then I gave up and played another game.
Oh, if only there was somebody around that knew how to do the catalyst.
I know how. I just wanted a team to do it.
Yeah, but you need a team to do it.
Yeah.
That last bit
It's not a knowledge thing because I have the knowledge because we helped a few people up to and including Fuzzco do theirs. So the knowledge is there. The people are not.
Well, Fuzzco should be helping you do yours.
And he's offered you, but I'm assuming they all have stuff to do,
Yeah, because when I posted on there today, is anybody up for anything? Silence, crickets, nobody's there. Like,
I didn't even see.
am I posting to an empty Discord?
Yes, largely.
Yes, I think I was.
It happens.
Today, probably. People are either with family, hungover from family, with their family and wishing they were playing Destiny, or any combination thereof.
Right.
I wondered where all of you had gone. I thought, Thanksgiving was yesterday. There should be some people on today. Nobody.
Yeah.
Not a
Well,
one.
Oh,
actually, no, there was one. I do lie. There was one
for more than just the day.
Who shunned me. He shunned me. He said, no, he's not coming to play.
He has no time for you.
How long are you going to whine about that? I just want to know.
For a very long time.
Okay.
At least until the next week, until there's something new to be upset about.
Probably.
Exactly.
I mean, at bare minimum.
Yeah.
The bare minimum. Yeah. Goodness. The Galahorn. It's all over the twab this week, man. Like, ugh. I want to be excited about it. I do, but like, I know I'm going to be disappointed. I know I'm going to be disappointed.
You keep saying this.
Just don't get excited, then you can't be disappointed. Problem solved.
But it's everywhere. It's hard not to. Like, I don't know.
Look, they've got to keep the game going for another 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And this weapon kept the game going for 3-4 years, so...
Coloring pages. I know I could color my own.
Well, before it got nerfed, it kept the game going for 3 or 4 years. And then after it got nerfed, it didn't do anything at that point.
Well, I didn't know there were 14 whole days of sales and deals and free ebook downloads and Galahorns I could color at home. Well, there we go. I could color my very own Galahorn.
Did you not? Why did you not know this? You're on a podcast that knows these things.
Well, I looked at the page the other day and I didn't. They had the Gahalar days. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. They're like coming soon, but apparently it's here now. So
good jolly days.
Galar noodle.
No, that's coming up.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to be included.
Have you written your wish list to Mama Eva for when she comes around and brings us our
I'm
gift?
still doing okay though. Honestly, I got my gun. Titans are getting nerfed. I mean, it's like the only
Yeah.
thing I could ask for Christmas now is my 2 front teeth.
Your work here is done.
Right.
You got everything you needed.
Okay.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
suppose we better start the show.
I
Probably.
guess.
Officially.
I guess.
If we must, we must.
Now that I've finished eating my second
Oh, good.
Thanksgiving dinner. I tell you what, look, I know you guys don't have
Said we
Thanksgiving
were
over
going to
there.
start.
Well, I mean, what Peroty? What's the only thing better than Thanksgiving dinner?
Everything
Second
else.
Thanksgiving dinner the next day, dude.
Ah.
Especially the ham when it starts to kind of like jerky over and whatnot. So good.
I'll have
Or
to
the
take your word
turkey
for it.
that you slow roasted over a grill for 3 or 4 hours and brined before that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving's a good day. A good day. My
So
wife
welcome
didn't want
back to
to cook.
Thanksgiving Talk. This is where
Yeah.
our other two co-hosts tell you about their dinners that they've eaten and how they've cooked them.
Yeah. This week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
For the 26th of November.
And I think there's a 12, right? Turkey with. I give up.
There is a 12. But first, I will introduce us.
Hi, us.
The man that shunned me this week for playing Destiny. No one respawns in real life.
Hi.
The man who's been shopping and shunned me. Peroty.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. Shunned.
Shunned. I didn't even ask him, but you shunned me. And I'm just going to tell people you keep shunning me.
Mhm.
And I
You were
asked to play that.
pre-shunned.
Yes.
Pre-shunned for my convenience.
And the shunned person is myself, Nitedemon. Welcome to our glorious show.
I mean, have you tried not playing a Titan? I hear you won't
I
get
was
shunned if
playing
you
a hunter
play-
at the time. I was
Damn
quite
it.
happy to hunter along with you.
Well, see, that's where you went wrong. He saw another hunter and said, "Well, I can't go near that hunter. It breaks the hunter's code of hunterness."
No, the problem was he
that
didn't
was the
tell me he
entire
was playing a
problem.
hunter. I assumed I was going to have to deal with the Titan. Had he said, you know what, I'm even on my hunter,
Mm.
that might have been the straw that broke
I
the
would
camel's
have
back.
played any character. I don't mind. I just wanted
But
to
you
play
didn't
some
tell me
Destiny
that.
with
You didn't tell me.
friends.
He's
Shunned.
character fluid. He'll play anything.
With friends, and then you reached out to me? What?
Friends
I didn't
or
think you liked
respawn.
me. I know your
Friends or
kid likes
respawn.
me.
One or the other.
Yeah, I went down the list of friends. There was no friends online. Then I saw respawn and I was like, go on then, send him a message.
Well, he's here, so there's
And then
that.
I got shunned. Yeah.
Oh, saw Respawn already playing another game, by the way. He neglected to tell you that. I was already in another game when he reached out.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything these days.
No, it doesn't. Other games don't really exist. They're just
No,
figments of
the
your imagination.
only game that exists is Destiny 2.
Mhm.
And that's what we're here to tell the fine people about.
Yep, starting with the TWAB.
No, starting with next week in Destiny. Next week in Destiny. Do you know what's happening next week in Destiny? No, because
Not
you
a
haven't
clue.
even turned your Destiny 2 on this week. So I will tell you what's happening next week in Destiny. I thought it was going to be Iron Banner next week. I was getting all excited, and then it's not. It's not. Devastation. Yeah, and there's no Grandmaster Nightfall selection things yet. They're holding back on that one. I don't know when they're going to be coming. We're just having another rotation of, what they tell us that we can play. So next week in Destiny, you can defeat Thanix, the Fallen in the Exodus Crash Nightfall, and earn bonus Vanguard ranks. Not bonus rewards, but just bonus ranks. So if you need to progress your ranks to get your Ascendancy ornament or your
You get that
Ascendancy rocket launcher, there you go. You've got that to look forward to next week. And then Trials Labs Freelance will be available next weekend, starting on Friday. So that's something to look forward to. If you
That's a
want to
nice
play that
trade-off.
freelance. Yeah.
It's no Iron Banner, but at least I'll take a legitimate freelance.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And then Lord Shaxx brings Clash to the Crucible. That's it. That's what's happening next week in Destiny. It's a slow week. It's a very quiet week. It's like they thought, let's have a week where we don't do anything.
It's like they
Really?
have families that live here in America and want to enjoy Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah, who knew?
That's so. So what's Telesto going to absolutely catastrophically break during their vacation? Because it's going to be
Hopefully
something.
everything.
Yeah, next week sounds like catch up on that weekly bounty you've been putting off doing all this time.
Right.
Drag 5 people together to knock out that ascendant or legendary astral alignment, and then be like, all right, 2 teams of 3. Now we can go do a Shattered Throne, or not Shattered Throne. I mean, you can do a Shattered Throne too if you want, but go do the Shattered Realm and knock the legendary out of that too. And there you go, you're good.
But I can tell you can do some lost sectors next week if you feel like doing those.
I suppose they're around. What can I get from these lost sectors? What should I run on which days?
What is a lost sector?
You can get some exotics from them. So Monday, the 29th of November, in the Bunker E15 on Europa, you can hunt for some exotic legs if you feel like doing that. There's exotics up for grabs, and like we explain every week, you have legendary lost sectors and you have master lost sectors. The legendary ones are lower in power, but they give you a slim chance at getting an exotic from the chest at the end, whereas the master ones give you a higher chance. And on the rotation, say Monday, Bunker E15, that will rotate to be Perdition on Tuesday, but the Bunker E15 will turn into the Master on the Tuesday at reset, and so on and so forth. So it will still house whatever it's, the exotic item is for the day. So Bunker E15 on Monday on Europa will give you your helmets. Perdition on Tuesday the 30th on Europa will give legs. Then you've got the Bay of Drowning Wishes on the 1st of December, and that'll be on the Dreaming City, and that will give you arms. Thursday the 2nd of December, that will be Chamber of Starlight on the Dreaming City, giving you your chests. Friday the 3rd of December, be Aphelian's Rest on the Dreaming City, giving you helmets. Saturday the 4th will be the Empty Tank Tangled Shore Lost Sector, giving you your legs. Then on Sunday, that will be the 5th of December, be the K1 Logistics on the Moon, giving you your arms. And then finally back on Monday, the 6th of December, will be the K1 Communion on the Moon, giving you chess pieces. Did you hear all of that?
Yes.
did. Yeah, no, we heard every bit, every word,
Every stumble.
every
Good.
exotic piece I
Now,
could
the
find.
question is, ask us if I retained it. Go ahead.
No,
No,
you didn't
already
retain
didn't.
anything.
Wow, just no faith in me.
We have no faith in you. You know we have no faith in you.
Yeah. The vote of
I
no
mean, it's not
confidence
like-
has been taken. I mean, it was like day one. I mean, and nothing has changed. So
Wow.
So Respawn,
I mean,
do not
accurate.
forget
Wow.
that there are challenges that you can do. There are about 78 of them, and you have to tick them off, do them each week for 10 weeks, and then you've got the rest of the season to complete them. If you complete 75 of those, you get the Master of All Triumph, and that should give you a large pile of Bright Dust. Again, I'm still not 100% sure on how much it is, because I personally haven't completed it this month, or this season just yet, but I'm sure it's about 500 Bright Dust that you get. It's a large pile of Bright Dust. So if you are hunting for Bright Dust for some of the events that are coming up, because don't forget we've got the Dawning, which is coming up at Christmas. So after the 30th anniversary pack drops on the 7th of December, we should have the Dawning come, and there'll be snowmen and snowballs and cookies to bake from all over the continents and countries and planets.
so many cookies. I enjoy the dawn.
Yeah, we only really have the one. No, we have what, 2? Actually, do we know what continent the last city is on? Because we have Russia, right? We know that. We have the whole Russia Cosmodrome and EDZ and whatnot. But do we know where the last city is located at? What continent? Is that also in Russia?
Aren't we? Yeah.
Somewhere
Isn't the
between Russia
Cosmodrome?
and Old Chicago.
Yeah. No, because the Cosmodrome is where we had the Seaver thing, which broke through, which is where we are, isn't it? Because that broke through the wall.
Okay, but that's what, in Russia?
Cosmodrome's Russia, yeah? I'm sure it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Cosmodrome's definitely Russia.
So we're in
So
Russia.
is Russia the only one that's left? Because, like, the EDZ, they didn't tell us what continent that's on. It's just the EDZ, right?
Yeah.
And then,
It's a
and then you
European
have,
disco.
yeah.
In Europe.
Oh, so
somewhere.
that's Europe. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so east, far western Russia.
So we just have no North America, South America, Africa, or Australia in Destiny.
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Australia's
That's all you
probably
get.
there somewhere. We just haven't, heard from them in years. Because again, we have no radio, so unless someone flies down there, we'll never know.
Or is that the that's D3 in Australia? Oi! Where
Mhm.
y'all been the last 5,000 years, 500 years, whatever? You know? Anyway, sorry. I digress
You do digress. Every
I do
week you
digress.
digress.
all the time.
And I cut it out every week, like I've just done.
That's sad face.
Oh, you shunned me. Anyway, carrying on
Yeah.
with our Eververse for next week. So they have updated the Eververse. So the 30th of November, our silver will be the drum roll emote. That's the exotic emote for 1,000 silver. Next, we have some class-based finishers. We have the Hunters, which is the crosscut. For the Titans, we have the Ricochet Disc. And for the Warlocks, we have the Opulent Orb. And they will all be 800 silver. We have the ornament for the King, which is your weapon ornament, the exotic weapon ornament for the Thorn. And that will be for 700 silver. And then we have the Dreamer's Shell, your exotic ghost shell, for 600 silver. For our Bright Dust next week, we have the Pragmatic shell. It's your exotic ghost shell for 2,850 bright dust. We have the Queen's Guard weapon ornament for the Chaperone. That would be for 1,250 bright dust. We have the Cat Ear Dance, which is very popular in the Crucible, which is your legendary emote for 700 bright dust. We have the Hazard Pay legendary shader for 300 bright dust. We have the Ninja Vanish exotic emote for 3,250 bright dust. The Double-Handed Dance, which is your legendary emote, which will be for 700 bright dust. We have the Wanderer's Shell, the exotic ghost shell, for 2,850 bright dust. The Pragmat Powerhouse, your exotic sparrow, for 2,500 bright dust. We have the Tashion 4, which will be for 2,000 bright dust, and that's your exotic ship. We have the weapon ornament, the exotic one for the Ruinous Effigy, the Ashen Icon, for 1,250 bright dust. And the Penguin Projection, or your legendary ghosts thing, for 1,500. And now here's Respawn with the TWAB for the 24th of November, 2021.
All right. Well, this week at Bungie, ladies and gentlemen, we are
Gallahorn.
celebrating Galar Days. Early TWAB this week, but it's also a short one since last week we dropped a 6,000 word thesis that will hopefully hold you over. I don't think he knows what thesis means. Here in the US, we have a short week due to a turkey-related holiday where many thanks are given. Wherever you are, and whatever holidays you have coming up, we hope you get to spend some time with your families. But feel free to sneak away and play some Destiny if the parade is dragging on and the Lions game has gotten out of hand. You know what? That's the second reference I've seen about some kind of a Lions game. I guess it was bad, huh? When even Destiny's making a comment about it? Goodness.
I mean, to be fair, this happened before that happened, so
Oh, wow. Little crystal ball going on there.
the Gallahorn
I-
is powerful. It knows the future.
That is. Must have Gallahorn. Starting this week, the Bungie store is celebrating Galar Days by counting down to Gallahorn's debut in Destiny 2. The celebration is running from November 23rd to December 7th. 3 of our partners, Just Geek, Level Upware, and Loot Crate, will also be offering discounts on Destiny licensed merchandise for a limited time during Galar Days. So keep your eyes peeled and grab those discounts while they last. Check out Galar Days on the Bungie store for more information on discounts, digital gifts, and prizes, including new products, emblems with purchases, and Galar Days sales, 10% store-wide discount one day only Black Friday, which is today, which isn't going to do you any good by the time this comes out, and 50% off soundtracks one day only Cyber Monday. Gifts of Galar Days. Check back daily for free gifts. Free gifts. We also have new items available through Bungie Rewards. Claim the Eternal Recurrence Exotic Sparrow in-game to be eligible to purchase a new Techion hoodie. That hoodie looks pretty decent, actually. I'm a bit of a fan. You also purchase an exclusive Year of Beyond Light coin set once you have completed the Master Cartographer Triumph. You know, have you ever heard of challenge coins, guys? You know what those are?
I have indeed.
Okay. Imagine there's somebody somewhere out there that uses Destiny coins for challenge coins, right? You got some guy that comes up and throws down Zavala. Blam! Right? Thinking he's got the hotness. And then somebody comes and throws down like the Taken King. Blah! Whatnot. You know? I don't know. I had like this whole tier system in my head and it all went out the window in about a second. Make sure you check out the Bungie store daily for access to new deals, partner discounts, and the chance to win awesome prizes.
And right now, as we record, there is a Swift Fortuna emblem you can get with all your purchases. If you're interested in some Grimoire anthology, I think the book 4 of the Grimoire is available as a free download, just a free ebook download, either as a PDF or a EPUB you can read on a Kindle or a Kindle app, just there for you for free. If you want to color your very own Galahorn, there's printed home coloring pages, and then more things to come that are just TBD. And for the people who don't know what challenge coins are, what are challenge coins? Who are you challenging with these coins? How does that work?
Okay, well, a challenge coin, let's make it something that somebody understands, right? Let's say you have
That is the
a
goal.
rank structure of some kind, right? I'm not going to go into military rank structures because not everybody has one. But let's keep it at home, right? A family rank structure. You got the children, you got the mom or the dad, or you got the pets, the children, the mom or the dad, right? A challenge coin. Let's say you have a challenge coin of a cat, right? Somebody else has a challenge coin of a sibling, and somebody else has a challenge coin for mom, right? You put down the cat, right? And then somebody comes up and puts down the sibling. Blam. Well, now the sibling is higher. So technically, and let's say if you're in a bar or in a restaurant or whatever, the guy that has the highest challenge coin does not have to pay for their drinks and or food, right? So the first guy puts down the challenge coin thinking that he wasn't going to have to pay for his stuff. He's beaten by the second guy. So now the first guy loses to the second guy that comes in, and the third guy comes in, drops a mom coin. Blow! Well, now the mom coin beats the other two, right? Both figuratively and metaphorically, and literally. And what are we talking about?
All of the ways. So where where do these challenge coins come from in life? Like where could you get a challenge coin?
All kinds of places, actually. Obviously, I've got a bunch from the military, and if you're in the military, you get them from higher ups. Usually, a challenge coin is given to you if you've done something exceptional, right? Whether it's you've done something in the field and you got a challenge coin, or whether you impressed a higher up and he gave you a challenge coin of his rank, right?
So basically, the goal is to impress the highest ranked person you can. So then, when it comes time to challenge someone, you can be like, "Kablow! I have the highest coin around. I have the 5-star general coin. I have the whoever coin. Oh, you just have a lowly whatever coin, and you get nothing. You lose."
And when it comes to military, you have what's called enlisted, and you have officers, right? The highest enlisted coin is still worth less than the lowest officer coin, right? And I had a sergeant major of the Marine Corps, which is the highest enlisted rank you can get in the Marine Corps, period, flat out, right? And I just couldn't use it anywhere because even though it was the highest enlisted you can get, somebody could throw down a butter bar lieutenant and beat me. I'm just like, cool. I got sergeant major of the Marine Corps. That's dope. But
I'm the first loser. Good job.
Right, yeah. But in the civilian world, you can also get it. Like I've had a few from the sheriff's office that I work at every now and again. If I do a good job, as part of the going away ceremony, they'll give me a challenge coin every now and again. Most of the time it's just like the patches. If you've ever gone into a police station, they have the patches of all the different names that they've had. I've got a few patches, but every now and again you'll get challenge coins from them. It depends. There's challenge coins in all walks of life for all kinds of things. You can have a challenge coin for who makes the most money on the Wall Street floor, for all I know. They're just wherever somebody decides to make a challenge coin set, you have them. But that's basically what it is. Whoever wins doesn't have to pay for their food or drinks. And in the Marine Corps, that's very important because we drink a lot. So if you don't have to pay for your drinks that night, you've just saved an entire paycheck.
So who would be Destiny 2's highest challenge coin, and why is it Cade 6?
Well, obviously it's Cade 6 because it's Cade 6, right? But let's remove Cade 6 from the equation, right? Because I mean, obviously. So without Cade 6 in the equation, you got to split it off between two things. You got to split it off between the human awoken, the allies, right? Let's call them the allies, and then the bad guys, right? So you got to have your rank structure for the allies and the rank structure for the bad guys. Now, once you've got that established, now you have to figure out if somebody puts down a good guy coin and somebody puts down a bad guy coin, what's that rank structure? Like, could Zavala 1v1, I don't know, an Ahamkara? Right? Who would win, I guess? So somebody out there, I'm sure, has got a tree about this, but yeah, I mean, if you remove Cade 6 from the equation, then you have to have this whole thing. Otherwise, just get a Cade 6 coin. And to get a Cade 6 coin, you're going to have to go to Hollywood, and you're going to have to, stalk somebody who I'm not going to name, and possibly get a restraining order, which obviously I don't have. And, anyway, bird up. Alrighty then, now let's check with player support for an important update. This is their report. They have a known issues list, some help forums, and a Bungie help Twitter. But beyond that, there is a 30th anniversary pack. The 30th anniversary pack, launching on December 7th, 2021, will function as DLC, such as Beyond Light or Shadowkeep, and not, let me hear that again, and not a seasonal content DLC. DLC licenses do not transfer between platforms with cross-save like Seasons do. This means that the 30th anniversary pack will be accessible exclusively on the platform it was purchased on, regardless of your cross-save setup. Players will need to purchase the 30th anniversary pack on each platform they intend to have access to it on. Now, before we get to known issues, I asked Demon this earlier, but he was pouting about getting shunned. So do you know, I had a question from a fan that says if they are going to PC for the first time and they want to buy the 30th anniversary pack for PC, what does that bring with it? Does it give them the base game plus this DLC? Does it give them the base game plus this DLC plus the past one that we just finished? What all do they get if they buy the 30th anniversary pack? Do you know?
Well, 30th anniversary pack, there's a whole bunch of different things, different ways. The anniversary pack itself is just that. It's a 30th anniversary pack with the dungeon and the Gallowhorn and all that good stuff. It's not that and everything else. They do have a bunch of, the 30th anniversary with, like the deluxe edition. You can get Witch Queen and everything else with it. It all depends on, which version. If you're just buying the 30th anniversary pack, that's it. You're getting the 30th anniversary stuff. That's it. You're getting the new emotes, the gear, the Gallowhorn, the new Loot Cave dungeon, and that stuff. You're not getting Witch Queen. You're not getting seasonal content. You're not getting the whole shebang. But they do have the 30th anniversary bundle. What happens if you buy Witch Queen? Well, basically, you can buy each of these pieces individually, or you can buy them all together. And we broke down a couple of weeks ago, whatever the show where we talked about all of this was, which, if we were better, I'd remember which episode that was. But basically, if you go to Bungie.net, go to the page with the 30th anniversary, scroll down to the bottom of it, it'll take you to the page where you can buy all these things, and they will break down the deluxe bundle with the anniversary pack, the deluxe bundle, the standard edition, and what actually comes in each of those. So basically, the long and the short of it is you can spend all the money and get all of the content, or you can just buy pieces and parts of it, as you need to. That being said, if you don't, as a reminder, basically everything but your base game of Destiny 2 is leaving Game Pass the day before all of this comes out. But also, all that stuff is 60% off right now across the Steam and Xbox and I assume PlayStation and everything else. So if you are looking to buy, it currently, like as of like the moment after we stopped recording last week, they were like, hey, this will be going on sale. Look for it soon. It's 60% off. Like Beyond Light, 60% off, Forsaken, 60% off. Like everything is deeply discounted. I don't know what the prices are offhand because it just says you own this content. And Steam, I think it was the one I saw was in Canadian dollars, which I don't know what that equates to in real life, and it's not US or UK, so I can't help you. But basically, if you are looking to buy stuff right now, now's a good time to do it. Everything is on sale. And again, if you want to buy the Witch Queen stuff, or again any part of it, go to the Bungie.net page about the Witch Queen, and it has a breakdown of the standard, deluxe, and deluxe edition with your 30th anniversary bundle, and it shows you exactly what comes in each of those and what doesn't. Because the 30th anniversary bundle, yeah, is your new dungeon, your Galahorn, new weapons inspired by past Bungie worlds, the Thorn armor set, a couple of ornament sets, exotic sparrow, exotic ship, and then some emotes, shaders, emblems, things like that. But that's not Witch Queen. You're not getting anything else unless you get the full-on bundle, which has everything Witch Queen in it as well.
Yeah,
so it's basically
because he wanted to save money, not buy everything. So,
oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, if you just want to buy the 30th anniversary pack, you can just buy the 30th anniversary pack. That's it. Or yeah, buy what you need to buy. I mean, if you're looking to save money overall, get the packs because get the packs and the bundles because it's going to be less money overall. But if you've got a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, yeah, you can just go buy the content you want to buy and don't buy the whole thing, or at least don't buy it all yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, really, so they make a big deal about the 30th anniversary pack. Buy it on the platform you want to play it on. But if you can cross save it, as long as you're like if Respawn buys it on PC and I buy it on Xbox, I can still play with him on my Xbox while he's on his PC. He doesn't need to buy it both places because cross save and cross play are a thing now. So I guess they're like if you wanted to play it on multiple platforms, if you wanted to play it on your Xbox and your PC both, you'd have to buy it both places. But it seems silly that you do that. I guess unless you're doing PvP and that matters to you. But if you're doing 30th anniversary stuff, it's all PvE activities. So why? But at least they spell it out versus leaving us guessing. Does this translate? Does it not translate? I don't know. I play on one platform, so I don't care. But at least they made this very clear to everyone.
Well, they tried to. Whether or not it's actually clear to everyone is debatable, but yeah, they definitely tried.
Oh yeah, no, man. I mean, they made it very clear. Buy it on the platform you want to play it on. It doesn't
that part
show up on other platforms. You can still play the content with other people on other platforms, but you cannot buy it on your PC and then go to your Xbox and expect to have it there.
Accurate. What he said.
And then your known issues, rutabaga errors. There's more of them.
What do they do?
That's it. I don't know. They're investigating an increase in rutabaga errors. That's your entire list.
And that's your known issues. That's the whole shebang.
Yeah, this is they were like just assume Telesto will break something and we're going on vacation. Goodbye. It has been, according to Telesto.report, it has been 15 days, 17 hours, 45 minutes, and 21 seconds since Telesto broke something.
Wait, no, that's an actual thing? I thought you were just kidding.
Oh no. Telesto.report. There's also Telesto report on Twitter you can follow. And it will keep track of it. They've actually done a really funny job or a really good job of tracing back, or I'm assuming keeping track of all of the Telesto issues over time. So you can go back and scroll with links to Reddit and YouTube and stuff. All the issues with Telesto. The first one on this list, Telesto negating the juggler modifier way back in 2016. So Telesto has a long and storied
fruitful
story life of breaking things, including maybe one that might be relevant again. Telesto plus Galahorn equals Orb City. Telesto triggered Galahorn Wolfpack rounds, generating 1 orb per Telesto bolt when shooting them with the Galahorn. So it'll be exciting to see if that comes back once the Galahorn enters Destiny 2.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And for any other known issues, you can always check out the Kingsley Max known issues list that we have in our show notes. Thanks to Kingsley Mac over at the Guardian Hub, who keeps a list of all the issues. So that Peroty doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Maximum effort.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, maximum for him, minimum for us. We can read all the things, we just don't put in the legwork to make it happen.
Oh, goodness.
And then there's some videos, there's some artwork, there's all sorts of pretty things to look at.
Yeah.
And
as there is every week.
And that'll be it.
And and the 30th anniversary is now only 2 weeks away. So it's coming soon. So work on those weekly bounties or weekly challenges you want to knock out before that, while we have this little lull, and or go off and shun Nitedemon. I hear it's the thing to do.
Yeah. That's what they do. They shun me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get you something for Christmas. Just a little violin. Just for
I've
you.
got a violin, it's fine.
No, I'm gonna get you a little one. Because that's what you deserve for being
thank you.
shunned.
Was there anything to round up this week or talk about? I did see Paul Tassi had written an article about 2 more important Destiny 2 abilities, and basically his 2 points he made was sort of, one, your intellect may be less important now as a stat. Like getting that to 100 intellect, since our now super regen is going to be more based on taking and receiving damage. You could probably, if you're trying to keep your intellect up, you can
You
probably
mean
take
giving,
some of those.
receiving?
Yeah, giving and receiving
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, now we're looking at like 2 game modes, aren't we? We're looking at PvP, where abilities will be slow, whereas PvE, it's going to be completely different. So maybe getting to 100 and getting your super up quicker is going to be the way to get through these Grandmasters, to get through these Lost Sectors, get through the new raid. So it's going to be very interesting how people are going to be crafting their weapons and their armor now to do 2 different things. And again, Bungie, vault space will be needed. It will be required for these kinds of things if you are, iterating on what's to come with weapon crafting. As you said, coming in February, we will need space where we want to house all these things.
Yeah, especially if you want me to be building out PvE and PvP loadouts and armor sets, gotta put them somewhere. Because otherwise, what am I going to do with these?
If we're going to start getting armor sets, like we have the ones for the raid, which have the extra mods that you can put on specifically for the raids. We now have the Iron Banner armor set that if you equip the full set or 4 pieces out of the set, so you can put an exotic on, it will then give you a higher chance at getting the enhancement prisms. I can only see that this is going to start. Well, that was only kind of the start of these enhanced armors, because we did have it with Gambit way back when we had the Reckoning and you collected your Gambit Prime armor. That has been sunset, but they're still kind of improving on what you can do. So we're going to be collecting armor sets for different things now. So maybe there'll be one for Crucible specifically, maybe there'll be one for Strike specifically. We've already got the ones for the raid, and we've already got ones for Iron Banner. But imagine if they then started doing that with the Trials armor, that if you play Trials, you equip the armor pieces, you get a better chance at getting maybe a weapon drop or a selectable roll, or more perk slots on a weapon drop roll. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But if we're going to start having different suits for different things, we're going to need more space, because we're not all like Respawn. We don't just stick to one character. We do like to theory craft and build out these characters with different armors for different things. Because
why would anybody want to do that?
That's what's fun about the game. That's why I do it. That's why I have the 3 characters, and they all have fully, upgraded sets. They're all masterwork sets for doing different things on each different character. But I'm not the only person that plays like this. So, yeah.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Why do you just keep saying why?
Yeah. Why? What?
Why? Why would you want to theory? Why would you want to play more than one character? Why would you want to perfect more than one character? Sounds like you've got commitment issues, bro, and you're married, so that's concerning.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, how long do you have?
Not long enough.
Well, then we can't get into that.
The other piece of what Paul Tessie was talking about is the hunters are also getting nerfed again, because we hate them, and all of Bungie hates them, as we've well established over our many episodes of Respawn screaming about it.
Yeah.
It basically, when they made the change to the dodge tracking not working in PvP, it's also going to be affected in PvE activities, though only temporarily. So it's basically, hey, we have knobs and switches and dials and can turn this off. However, this gets turned off everywhere. So they're basically going to bring back the dodge tracking, the inability for things to track you in PvE, but not until a later update. Probably coming with Witch Queen, or at least, at the end of the year, early next year, but who's to say? I just love their, coming in a future update, except, at some point. So, but at least they do put it out there that, once this patch does go in place in 2 weeks with the 30th anniversary, which again, you don't have to buy the 30th anniversary to get all these changes. It comes along with it. That you'll be dodging away from things in PvE activities, and they'll still find you. So
Yeah.
that could be a little interesting in those Grandmaster Nightfalls and things where you're like, I can dodge this and get out of the way. And not at the moment.
I mean, honestly, they say it's always been there, but I've never really noticed it because when I dodge, I still get hit by whatever's chasing me. The only difference is like in that raid with Atrix, where he's got the little bullets that follow you around corners and whatnot. Yeah, it breaks that tracking, but that's really the only example I can think of. Because in PvP, if they're aiming at you, they still hit you. And the whole hunter dodge animation, like until you finish the animation, you're still technically in that spot. So I'm just like, it's not that big a nerf. People are like, oh, it's such a big nerf. I mean, is it really though? Because
I'm quite excited to see all the new changes and with all the weapons that
same.
I've kind of saved. That I've saved various different weapons, especially the adrenaline junkies. I'm getting adrenaline junkie rolls now drop on weapons that I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, this might be a game changer with a certain loadout, which it's going to be really fun to kind of play with these weapons. It will help free up at least 15 spaces in my vault once I've tested them. So there's that to look forward to as well.
We both know you won't delete them. Who are you lying to?
I will.
We all know you won't delete them.
We
is
will.
what I meant to say.
I deleted 2 Jurassic Greens this week because I narrowed them down even further. I played with them and I was like, I definitely don't want these 2 rolls, so they went.
Got to make room somewhere. You got to be ruthless.
Yeah, I did have to. And then I realised that I had like 6 comedians sitting in my vault, and I was like, this is why I've got my vault filled up. But admittedly, the comedians are there to infuse into other things. But because I'm glimmer poor at the moment, I'm spending money to get
Oh, no! Don't just glance over that. You're what?
glimmer poor.
You.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone to see the Glimmer Man in a while.
I
play 3 characters. I'm buying bounties on all the characters when I play, and that depletes it very quickly.
It does.
I mean, when you say that, it makes sense, but it's just it's hard to comprehend. You, of all people,
Look,
being
glimmer is
poor.
the glimmer is the least of my problems. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
It's
build
easy
enough.
to run
I mean,
through.
I know we've literally got another 3 months before the next big thing comes around, because we're not gonna, with this 30th anniversary pack that's coming, we're not gonna have to infuse anything up past 1330. So if you're at 1330, everything's going to be dropping at 1330 now. So you can infuse what you want or just shard whatever you want. I've got 3 months to build up and farm for materials and things. So this is my goal for the next 3 months: is log on, play, store up my bright dust if I can get as much bright dust, store up, all the different planetary materials that I'm going to be needing to do infusion and buying other things. Doing the nightfalls over and over again. So I've got my shards, I've got my golf balls, as many as I can kind of carry on all the characters. Then once I'm overflowing on my characters, they then go into the postmaster. So I've then got to keep an eye on the postmasters to make sure that they don't overflow too much to then push them out, because I'll be really sad if I lose a whole stack of 50 shards. I've got things to do. There's loads of things to do. Getting prepared for the Witch Queen.
Yep.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds like 3 character problems to me. That's why you just need to focus on the hunter. That's it. You don't have those problems.
I do. And that's the other thing to tell the people about, is that when the 30th anniversary drops, don't forget that in every kind of update, and this will be a big update because we're having a dungeon put in and there's going to be all these different changes, don't expect to log straight back into the game. It's normally down for about 2 to 3 hours, and then, as Peroty always says, take the next day off because it's down for a lot longer. All the apps are down, so you can't even look at stuff. So yeah, it's
And
the
odds are when
7th
the game does
isn't going
pop
to
up,
be your
the
day.
apps are
The
still gonna
8th
be
may
down.
be.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. I mean, even this last extended update, it was like it went 3 hours past the 4 or 5 hours they said it would be down. they're doing big things in the background. When they say, "Oh, we're putting in these knobs and switches and making these changes," yes, they are, and they bring everything down to do it. Otherwise, we get Telestos all over the place.
I mean, Telesto had a brother last season. Remember? That was causing all kinds of issues that I, for some reason, can't remember what it was now.
Because Bungie has patched it out of existence. They rolled back our memory so we couldn't remember what it was.
Wow, that's frightening.
There's no Respawn to report roundup this week
Not this week.
because I think because they're all on holiday. They put out their mini TWAB, and then that was it. They were like, "We're on holiday.
Yeah,
We're not even going to tweet about.
We're
stuff."
done.
Yeah.
I did see that Firing Line had two other guys from
Yes.
Bungie on again. I didn't have a chance to listen to it. I didn't know if there was
Not yet.
anything. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that. It's nice to have the Bungie folks going places and getting things straight from them. And if you can tolerate all the keyboard clicking, you can at least listen to that and hear things right from Bungie.
Yeah, Eric Smith and Kevin Yanes are back from Bungie on Firing Range episode 39. So they do go over what their ideas and philosophies were for the weapon changes and the ability changes. So if you want to listen to that, I can link that in the show notes. A cool guy video where he was talking about two different websites that he'd come across in his community that a lot of people didn't realize how to use, and it's mainly the ones that we kind of make sure that we try and tell people about, which is the D2 Gunsmith and the D2 Armor Picker. So cool guy did a video this week and he promoted the fact that they had the guys on from Bungie. So I will link the Bungie interview in the show notes if you want to check that out, because I definitely will be checking it out, because it's always nice to hear what the ideas were and then form an opinion. Respawn.
That sounds like too much work.
Yeah, or the very least, get what they were thinking. And again, and they say some of them in the 12, hey, here and that and the other. But it's nice to see, nice to be able to ask follow-up questions of, what are you trying to do? Where is this going? And another place I've started listening to but haven't got very far into is Destiny Massive Breakdowns has started doing breakdowns of world drops. So they've talked about the annual skate, lethal action, the contingency plan, Shepherd's Watch, and Cartesian coordinates. So they break down. They're not doing every world drop weapon because that's just way too many to do. But they're working through selected world drop weapons and doing their full breakdowns of those. So if you're curious why everyone loves a contingency plan, or curious about the annual skate hand cannon or the lethal action 2 pulse rifle, they get into it and spend the quality time talking about those. And it's another place worth your time, especially if you're stuck in the car away from Destiny. We don't have 6 hours for you this week, but we can put you in the right place, in the right frame of mind to.
We could if we let him ramble on about something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying
you're making this a lot about me,
people,
bruh. What?
Sir, you spent the last 2 years telling everybody it's all about you. We're just finally buying into the hype.
It's about damn time, son of a biscuit. Only took you how many years?
He finally gets his way, and then he's upset with us, Nitedemon, for finally buying into his hype. He's only worked on 140 plus episodes. He's like, finally, you got here. Now you're.
This might be the shortest episode ever. Yeah. Normally, when we have a short episode, we have some things to put into it, like a bit of lore and things. But again, as our competition is still running, where is not Arf? We don't know where he is. Have you seen him? Because if you have seen him and we want video or photographic evidence of Arf in game in the last couple of weeks, you could be a winner of some silver in-game currency to use on your Destiny. So yeah. And we're still running that because, again, we still haven't had any entries. He's very elusive. I feel that he's being very elusive. He's elusive with us.
He is. And to be clear, we are not above saying invite him to a game just to take the picture or video of him to send to us.
Above saying that, hell, I encourage it.
You don't have to just find him in the wild, because, I mean, he's in another continent for many people, so he's hard to find in the wild. But yeah, just invite him, take pictures. Be like, hey, we found him. He's here.
Indeed.
Do we have any videos? So was anything put out this week?
Do we have videos?
No tricks. No nothing.
I have some videos for you guys to check out.
You
I
really
do.
Don't, though.
I do. I like watching my videos every week. Although it's now a mixture
I didn't
between
even
watching
see any
TikTok
videos this week aside
and
from one
videos
guy
from
doing a
YouTube.
solo Shattered Throne. I didn't even see any Destiny videos this week.
You, sir, do not subscribe to enough people.
I cannot deny that.
Exactly. There you go. So for tips, tricks, guides, and builds this week, Cool Guy has a Fool's Remedy versus Punching Out Sidearm. A winner emerges video if you want to check that out. So because of the changes with the hit scan, which we discussed last week, with fusion rifles and sidearms and fusion rifles are going to play a big part in the next sandbox update coming on December 7th. So I think Cool Guys kind of looked at the really fast rapid fire frame. These are the Shiros ones. So the Fool's Remedy is the Iron Banner sidearm, and the Punching Out is the one that you can get from doing the strikes at the moment. And they do roll with different things on each sidearm. So check that out because it may be one that you want to kind of look at playing around with in a build. I mean, I love the Fool's Remedy. I'm not so sure about the Punching Out. I'm not sure if Cool Guy sold it to me. He might sell it to you. Check the video out. Ikejin has got a Vex Mythoclast Warlock build. Now, this is one, again, for the next Sandbox update, and it's using the Chromatic Fire. So the Chromatic Fire is when you get energy weapon kills that match your element of your subclass, it fills your super up faster. And then once your super is charged and you get elemental kills with a weapon, Vex Mythoclast, for example, on a solar subclass for the Warlocks, it gives you a damage buff and extends the range. So because of the range and the nerf to the targeting, this is going to be a good pairing for the Warlocks. And Ikejin has got a video on that for you. So check that out. Fallout Plays did a Sidearm Hunter PvP build. Now, this is one that he ran across this guy in Crucible. I think
Oh, I
it was a
did
couple
see
of
that
weeks
with
ago.
the
The
pants.
0.43 time to kill. It wasn't with pants. It was with the Mechanist Trick sleeves.
Hmm.
And
hold
I
on.
think
No,
it
give
was
me
a
a
wave
second.
splitter.
Give me a second because I saw a video about sidearms with hunters, and it was a TTK of 0.24. So let me see if
Something
I
like
can
that,
track
then.
that down. Oh, then it might be the same one then.
The
Okay, never mind.
0.23 TTK.
Yep, that's it.
That was it, yeah. Apparently he thought the guy was cheating until he kind of invited him in and had a chat with him in his chat and found out what the guy was rocking. It was the Exotics, the Mechanist Trick sleeves with the Lonesome sidearm that you can get from Gambit. It's regularly sold in the tower from Banshee. You can also get it as well, drops. But there's a roll on it that's really good that you can use. I think, to be honest, you could probably find another sidearm as well. But with the build that this guy's got put together and Fallout goes over it for other people to use, have a look at it because it's really going to be, again, it's going to be really good for next season or this mid-season change. Now, one I watched a couple of weeks ago and I completely forgot to add it into the list way back when is one from Ironworker Gaming. And he did extensive testing on do champion mods work in PvP. Now, would you be surprised to know that they do work in some ways? Some of the mods actually work in PvP.
Yeah, especially since they very specifically said they don't. So yeah.
So check that video out because some of them
Who's it by?
work in. It's Ironworker Gaming.
Ironworker Gaming. Okay.
Yeah, some of them work in very weird ways. Nothing over the top, but again, they do work. Marshix this week's has got 2 videos for you to check out. It's got solo legendary shard farming. You can get 450 plus per hour. This does involve either creating a new account or getting, if you haven't done 3 characters, starting a new character and going through the Forsaken campaign, because there is a Forsaken boss that you can farm over and over again because they are guaranteed to drop legendaries. And he goes over in the video how to do that. If you want to kind of jump on somebody else's account and get a save point, then you can do that. And the other one is doing a solo flawless prophecy guide. Now, this is something I'm going to be looking at doing because, again, it's to pass the time and it's one of those things that I want to try doing. So he goes through for a solo player what weapons to use and how to get through each encounter solo. Cheese Forever. I had to include Cheese Forever this week. Limited time shader available at Xur. Now, you may already have it because if you've run the Menagerie, you've probably got this shader. But Xur this week, who's on Nessus up in his little tree, is selling some opulent gear. And if you buy the gear from him and then dismantle it, it will give you the shader. I can't remember what the shader is actually called off the top of my head. But it gives you like a rare shader that you can't currently get via playing the game. So you see sometimes that when you dismantle something like in the world, it will drop a shader that you might already have. So if you haven't got this shader, check it out. It may be one that you want to have a look at. And then finally, Froggy 618157725 has an up-to-date guide for his interdimensional res breach. So this is for kind of player versus map. If you're interested in doing various different out of the maps, out of bounds things, check his videos out. Really cool. That's it. That's all. That's all my tips, tricks, and guides for this week. But you can also
Thanks, sir.
check our show notes because we do keep a full list of all of the Nightfalls, the Grandmasters that are taking place. So next week, don't forget you've got the Exodus Crash. There's a couple of Exodus Crash videos in there by who have we got? We've got Fallout Plays and Above, and Sean Dog, who did the Exodus Crash cheese spot where you have to kind of jump up in miles up in the rafters, but it is a safe spot. Respawn can attest. He did use this and tried it out. Respawn, attest.
Attesting.
There you go.
Shunning.
Yeah, it shunned me again. Shunned me again. We also have the Tangled Shore guides. So anything that's going away in the Tangled Shore, emblems, sparrows, ships, treasures, check those out because there's guides on how to get the various different things from there. And then we also have our Shattered Realm guides from Ibontis, going over the legendary Shattered Realms for Forest of Echoes, Ruins of Wraith, and the Realm and Debris of Dreams. So you go through walkthroughs for those. And then our Lost Sectors, they will be in our show notes, and yeah, check those out as well. Plus, if you're new to Destiny, don't forget to check out the extra links that are at the bottom. I mean, I did already mention the Kingsley Mac known issues. You may have a known issue that Kingsley Mac knows about. Check that out. You've got the D2 Armor Picker, which will help you kind of theory craft some of your builds if you're going to PvP and PvE. You link your Bungie account with the D2 Armor Picker, and it will show you what you've got on your Guardian in your vault, and it will match up with how you can build, 10 resilience, 10 of intellect, 10 of discipline, and kind of do builds like that. You can include exotics, you can include mods on there. Really, really cool builds. And then you have D2 Gunsmith. If you want to have a look at some of the weapons that are available in the game, type it in and you can click the different perks to see what combinations you kind of want to look out for. And then there's other ones. We have the lowlydevs.com Destiny podcast lists, as we mentioned last week. There are other podcasts. If you want to listen to them, check them out.
First of all, no, there's not. Don't listen to him. He's crazy. He's been rejected by society, so he's saying weird things that he normally wouldn't say. No, there are no other podcasts. There is only our podcast, and we need you to make us as ridiculously successful as possible. So don't listen to this crazy man. Just keep listening. All right. If there were other podcasts, we would tell you. Okay, but there isn't, so don't worry about it.
Fine.
The only other thing I wanted to mention this week too is if you're wondering where Tefty Teft has been in his streaming career in life, he did put a video out, sort of why I stopped streaming, that he sort of talks about he has some good advice for if you're thinking about getting into streaming, just about finding some balance and that drive to want to be on all the time and streaming constantly, and just basically the long and the short of it is take care of yourself. Don't put the game first. You still have to take care of yourself and your health and be a person who's not just sitting at a computer 20 hours a day, all day, every day.
Don't tell my wife that.
So everybody but Nitedemon should watch this video and check it out and
Okay.
take note of it. Nitedemon though, nothing happened. It's all in American anyway. You wouldn't understand it, so it's fine.
Oh, it's all funny
Right.
talk, is it?
It's all funny talk. The accent's all wrong. You wouldn't understand a word.
That's so funny talk.
I don't know why you're laughing. Everything you say comes through Google Translate for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
He has one of those babble fish that just translates in his ear.
Yeah.
I figured that was a documentary we were watching. Not a. We think Hitchhikers is a funny movie. That's a documentary in Britain.
I mean, fair. I mean. Okay, you know what? Fine. You've hurt my feelings. I can't hide it. All right. Are you satisfied? You got me.
Good.
Damn it.
I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied, Nitedemon?
I'm half satisfied. But, I know it's a shorter show this week. And I can guarantee you next week is going to be a lot bigger because there's going to be a lot of information coming about the 30th anniversary stuff and further stuff coming from December. So I can't wait, to be honest.
Yeah, so use this week, take a breath, finish those weekly challenges out. If there's that one piece, one piece of the puzzle you haven't quite gotten done for your Deadeye, or maybe you're not quite a Realm Walker yet, or you've been going, I'll eventually work on this catalyst. Now's a good week to do it. Find that gun with that 80% catalyst done in your vault, take it out, and just finish that catalyst off. Just finish it out, make it happy. Get orbs, get a nice little kill counter on your exotic weapons. You want that. You want to feel good about that.
There's still so much for me to do. You're giving me a trauma. I still need to do another 150 of those public events on the Tangled Shore before that disappears. Oh. And it's only that ether one that's up in the top corner.
I was under the impression you were into that kind of thing, dude. What do you mean you got a trauma? Shouldn't you be thanking him?
Or at least I've got another 3 months, I know. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, see?
You
There
do
you go.
good.
You've
Think
got
the right side.
plenty of time. It's fine. You have all the time in the world. It's fine.
Within those 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
And really, I mean, and if things are delayed, then you have even more time. So I mean, you could have 4 or 5 months. You never know.
No, it's not getting delayed.
I mean, it can't be. It's 2/22/22. I mean, you can't do it. Can't do it. No.
Man, if they delayed it, that'd be like one of the biggest upsets in Destiny history right there.
We're gonna have to wait till 3/33/33, and that's gonna be a while. So
That would definitely be a while.
that's how dates work. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just
No, you said 3:30. You said 3/3, right? And I was like, oh, well, March 3rd ain't too bad. And it took me about a half a second to process the year 33. And I'm like, oh, it's just one extra month and 11 years. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
It's gonna be perfect when they release it. Every pixel will be superb.
Oh yeah, and we'll be in full dive technology by then, so you can just completely avoid the real world and just absorb yourself in Destiny. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. I see no downside.
Full on Destiny metaverse. What could go wrong?
See, you had to say that though. We could have done without that last.
Are you ready? Are you ready, player one? Ready, player two? Ready?
God, that's such a good book.
We're
Anyway,
ready.
close us out. Let's go.
Yeah, he's got another game to play and people to shun.
You act
Yeah.
like I stopped.
So thank you for shunning us this week. Your shunny is Nitedemon. Your shunner is no one responds in real life. And Peroty, I don't know where I fit into the shunning, but I'm neither the shunny or the shunner. I'm just here. We've all shunned not Arf. Shunned to the point of we barely speak his name.
No, we've been shunned by him. Damn it.
Well, now we're shunning him back. 2 can play this game.
No, we're not
Yeah.
because
Well,
we're saying
3
his
can
name
play
every
this
week.
game.
He's still getting the what do you call it? The advertisements, and he's not giving us anything in return for it.
His ears should be burning every time we mention his name.
Well, something should be burning.
If you'd like to shun us, you can do so at 2titans@hotmail.com. If you don't want to shun us in 240 characters, you can shun us on Twitter at 2titans_hunter. You can shun us on Instagram, 2titans&a hunter, Facebook at 2titans&a hunter, or on YouTube at 2titans&a hunter. You can find all your favorite Guardians, or you can shun us in Destiny 2. That's really up to you. You should not shun us by listening to our show on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and everywhere fine podcasts are sold.
Right.
You should definitely not shun the show on YouTube because it's wonderful and Nitedemon puts a lot of work into it. And until next week, enjoy your short show. We'll make you pay for it with like a 16-hour episode next week because there will be information and we will bring all of it to you.
So much.
And with that, say goodbye, gents.
Goodbye, gents, and deuces.
Shunned.
Two Titans and a Hunter, a Destiny 2 podcast.
I like see him in my mind's eye. He's in a corner, just like crouching like on a pillow, looking into a crystal ball, going shun 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 shun.
Shame. Shame.
Shame
Doom on you,
Shunned.
doom on your house,
Shunned.
doom on your
Shame.
goat. Oh man.
Shame.
Doom on everything.
Shame. Shame.